Jackets lose 3-2 in a shootout to the Pittsburgh Penguins. I know this video and the Philadelphia video are coming out late, but holiday stuff happened, so I had to do these when I could, and so this one's coming up, and then Philadelphia right behind it. So let's just jump right into it. That was a horribly officiated game, and not just one way, both ways. There were some calls for the Penguins. I'm like, that's not a penalty, but hey, I'll take the power play. Or there was ones I was like, okay, that's a penalty, but you're not going to call it for us? Sure. Why not? The Jenner thing, that was bad. The Reeves thing, that was bad. First period, though, played Bob, like I thought we should have. And it was pretty even first period. Teams had chances. Couple good rushes. And if you look at the shot clock, Pittsburgh outshot us, but we had the better of the chances. We had higher scoring chances, so it's kind of a wash. Basically, a good first period. With about 5 minutes left in the first period, Hannakainen starts to break it up out of his zone. He's looking at the boards as he picks the puck up and turns to skate. And Reeves comes in and just crushes him. And I was like, boarding. We want to call that? No. But Sedlak does a very good job. He goes, hey, Reeves, no. We're not playing this game. You did it in St. Louis. We're not doing it now. Shutting this down. And Sedlak stepped up and fought Reeves. Was a very uneven fight. But both players pick up 5 minutes for fighting. I'm like, cool. We get a power play out of this because Reeves boarded Hannakainen. Nope. Sedlak gets one for roughing and Reeves gets absolutely nothing. I don't understand how Reeves doesn't get a boarding on that one or how Sedlak gets a roughing. Both of those confuse me. But hey, we kill it off. Did a very good job. We end the first period 0-0. Both goalies doing a very good job. So we go to the second period, and Panarin looks like he's, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm going to become the game breaker I'm supposed to be. And he starts going in between players, making crazy moves, and Pittsburgh starts to focus on him. And about halfway through the period, Panarin comes up the ice. Everybody starts to focus on Panarin. Panarin goes, okay, Carlson, you're wide open. Gets Carlson the puck. Carlson takes the shot. Murray makes a save. The puck pops right to Panarin. Panarin's like, oh, thank you. Tries to throw on net. Pittsburgh blocks it. Goes right back to Panarin. Panarin's like, fine, I'll take this. Here you go, PLD. Passes over PLD. PLD pits in the back of the net for his 8th goal of the year. And that shift basically represented how Panarin's game was in this one. Everything he did, he was just going through players. People were focused on him. He was making space for other people on the ice. And it was working out well for us. And it got us a goal here. After we scored our goal, there was a couple of penalties and stuff. Some of them I thought were penalties. Some of them weren't. But pretty decent. We're killing it off, doing a very good job. Coming in there in period, Pittsburgh starts to push really hard, trying to get a goal tied up for the end of the period. There's a little play in front of the net. Foligno pushes Malkin down, falls on Malkin, happens, ice is slippery. Bob covers the puck up, Malkin stands up, him and Foligno are yelling at each other, so Foligno pushes him away from Bob. Malkin rocks back, throws a huge sucker punch, hits Foligno in the face. Foligno's like, fine, you want to go? Let's go. And they fight 5 minutes each. Fine. Could have given one to Malkin for roughing based off of the Sedlak penalty, but I wasn't expecting one to come. Pittsburgh keeps going off their momentum. A couple more pushes. Period ends. There's a little battle in front of the net. Jenner comes out from in front of the net, goes to cross-check Gensel. And when he does that, it hits Gensel's hands and bounces up, hits him in the face. Oops. Wasn't targeting the face. Gensel went to protect himself, like he probably should have. Our bad. Wasn't aiming for it. Wasn't intent to injure. Bad move on Jenner, I guess. Everything breaks loose. There's a huge scrum in front of the nets. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody happens to get in fights. Cool. End the period. Come back. Boone Jenner has been kicked from the game and gets a 5 misconduct for cross-checking Gensel. I was a 2. You give Jenner the 2. You give Letang a 2 for coming in and attacking Jenner. You give two rough penalties each to Jones and Crosby for their little fight. But I'm like, how does Jenner get a game misconduct for that? And of course, what happens all of that? Pittsburgh scores. Could they have scored on a different power play? Sure. But those little things, I'm like, they shouldn't have been on a power play. So Pittsburgh's in our zone. We win the faceoff, but Pittsburgh ends up with the puck. They work to the point. Letang has it at the point. He gets over to Kessel. Kessel takes a couple steps down, shoots it on net. Horquist is in front. He tips it past Bob. and it's a tied game. Jenner is one of our penalty killers. He should not have been kicked from the game. He should have been there taking the face off, but he wasn't there. And we shouldn't have been on the penalty kill to begin with because he shouldn't have been kicked from the game. The league did a good thing though, and they reversed it so it's not on his record. Should have been on the power play, and Pittsburgh capitalizes. Sucks, but hey, it happens. We gotta get out there and go work again. About 5 minutes left in the period. Letang and Anderson get in a little roughing match. But okay, cool. They both get their 2 roughing penalties. So we're in the offensive zone, go for face-off. We get kicked from the face-off, so Panarin comes in. He comes swinging in, goes too far, face-off violation. Sucks. But it's the rule. So yeah, Panarin deserves a penalty. However, it's a stupid rule. A little warning would have been nice, like, hey, back it up, don't do that again. But no, he gets kicked from face-off and gets the penalty. Once again, we're on the penalty kill. Jenner should be out there. He's not, sucks, but we gotta deal with it. So it's Sedlak and Calvert. And of course, Calvert being Calvert, does shorthanded stuff and gets up ice and goes into the offensive zone. Gets a shot off. Pittsburgh starts to break it up all the way. It's Malkin. He's coming down the ice. He gets into our zone, does a drop pass to Crosby. Crosby takes the shot. Bob blocks it. It floats in the air. Malkin staying beside the net and bats it into the goal. And now the Penguins lead 2-1 off of another penalty. This one, yeah, it should have been a penalty, but it sucks that we couldn't have our guys out there. So Panarin gets out of the box. Letang and Anderson are still in there. So, cool, we play a little bit, and Pittsburgh does not know how to count. They get a 2-minute man on the ice penalty. So now we are on the 4-on-3. And our power play has been getting better the past couple of games. Still not the best power play. Could have been better in this game. We had a bunch of chances. But on this one, I don't really count it as much as a power play goal as I normally would because it's the 4-on-3. These don't happen that often, so it's going into a stat where, woo, yeah, you score on the power play, but there's less people on the ice, so how much of a power play was that? Top of the zone, just working around. Seth Jones gets it. He's waiting. He brings a couple people this way. Gets it to Panarin. Panarin staying at the top of the circle. Just waits a couple seconds. Finds a little hole. Launches it. It beats Murray. And the game is now tied 2-2. Power play goal for Panarin. Panarin's 8th goal of the year. Perfect for us. And Bob would lock it down. We would finish the period. It was a pretty entertaining overtime. Pittsburgh carried most of the play. Bob really kept us in it. So we go to a shootout. First 2 shooters for each team. Malkin and Axon. They both score. Crosby comes down. Bob stops him. Okay, go with Panarin. Come on, Panarin. Take the lead here. Do your little move where you go left board, go far left, cut down at the hash marks, go straight across, and as soon as you get to the other hash mark, you launch on net. It goes in every single time. He does not do that, and he misses. I don't know why he doesn't do his little move where he just perfect. Every single time he does that, it goes in. There's been a couple times this year where he hasn't done that, and it has been stopped every time. Every time he does it, it goes in. He needs to go all the way to the next hash mark. They go with Kessel. It's a save. We go with JJ. JJ is stopped. The tank comes down. He gets to about the hash marks and just puts a shot at beats Bob. Glove side. Bob should have had it. You saw from his reaction. He throws his head back. He knows he should have had it. He normally has that shot, but for whatever reason, this time, he could not stop it. We go with Borkstrand. Borkstrand can score, and we lose in a shootout. That is probably the third worst case scenario that could have happened. Worst case scenario, we lose in regulation. Second, we lose in overtime, and Pittsburgh picks up a row point on us. At least they don't pick up a regulation overtime win on us, so that's good. But we needed the 2 points. We needed to keep pushing Pittsburgh down. The Metro Division is so close to each other. We need as many points as we can get to push ourselves ahead. But hey, gotta look ahead. Keep trucking along. So now, we will move on to Philadelphia. So click like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until next time, I'll see you later.